Opposition leader Nelson Chamisa has admitted that the politicians are to blame for the woes the country is facing. He was speaking at a dialogue for political leaders set up by the Zimbabwean Council of Churches prayer meeting in Harare. Now, these talks follow a meeting that President Emmerson Mnangagwa held with opposition leaders on Wednesday, which Chamisa snubbed. The MDC Alliance leader says politicians need to better commit to saving Zimbabwe instead of squabbling.
We bow our heads before you. We pray, Father God. Only you. We have tried, we've done our best. Now we have surrendered. We come to you. Come.
Calling on divine intervention for a land facing immense challenges.
Pray for Zimbabwe. God, Father God, bless Zimbabwe.
Amen.
Bless Zimbabwe.
Amen.
Bless your children, Zimbabwe.
Amen.
Forgive us.
Amen.
And bless Zimbabwe.
Just less than 24 hours after President Emmerson Mnangagwa initiated a dialogue meeting with opposition political parties, the church in Zimbabwe convened another meeting to further those talks of finding lasting solutions for the country.
We have many meetings that Mugabe made pieces, unities, using lucky enough. We got people like Tsvangirai, the founder of MDC. He met several times. He didn't call it humiliation to meet the opponent for the sake of peace. How can I mention this? Well, how lucky we are. Mugabe, every time he made peace, the president was his right hand. When Tsvangirai did all the peace efforts, how lucky we are. We have the present leader of MDC Alliance, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, with us here. He was his right hand man. They went to make all sorts of pieces together. Why can't it happen today? Why?
In response, MDC Alliance's Nelson Chamisa, who snubbed Wednesday's meeting, was quick to admit his shortcomings.
So I must confess that we as politicians are the source of the agonies of our land. Why do I say so? It should not be difficult. It should not be difficult for me to sit and meet with President Mnangagwa. And I'm saying president, not because our dispute has been resolved. He is president of his organization. I'm president of my organization.
Chamisa has now called on his counterparts and President Mnangagwa to put aside their differences for the good of Zimbabwe.
I inherited from the icon of peace, Dr. Richard Morgan Tsvangirai. And I said, President Mnangagwa, you inherited from your icon, President Robert Mugabe. We are new kids on the block. Let's have new politics and new direction. Let's have dialogue. Let's talk about this country. This country is far more important than any one of us. And some would say, but Chamisa, why didn't you go to State House yesterday? For a good reason. If we are to dialogue, we need an independent, credible, respectable mediator and convener. The church, in this case, is appropriate, the convener. And we'll be ready anytime to dialogue.
Meanwhile, President Mnangagwa missed Thursday's meeting, sending a representative on his behalf. Noma Polani, SABC News.